Good evening, Otto. Hugo. Hugo. That's better. The way you first looked at me, I thought you were going to call the police. I'm sorry, but you realize that I was hardly expecting you. I thought I would arrange a little surprise for you. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Why are you here, Hugo? Is there anything strange in a man's wanting to see his twin brother? Especially when they haven't met in 8 years and the brother won't come to him? You must have known I was here. Yes. I saw the announcement of your arrival last month. You didn't even telephone me. You know why. Oh, let's forget politics on our first evening together. It's good to see you. Aside from politics, it's good to see you. You've changed, Otto. You've changed. Remember when we were boys? The only way people could tell us apart was by what we carried. You usually had some book in your hand. And you had a wooden sword. Yes. Let me get you something, Hugo. A glass of brandy, perhaps. You do remember, don't you? Yes, brandy. That was always my drink of an evening. And you would have a glass of milk. Here you are, Hugo. Like old times, To our reunion. How did you find me? Oh, we have ways. Tell me, are you happy here? I've never been happier in my life. I think you have been very foolish living like this, when you could be comfortable back home, lecturing at the university, doing the work you like. Lecturing on what? Even 8 years ago, your party wouldn't let me tell the truth about English or American history. What would I be lecturing about now? You could find another subject. Yes. Anyway, I'm at home here. Otto, I think you will be glad to know I bought the old estate back and completely restored it. The old house, Hugo? That's wonderful. Yes, it's exactly the same as when we were boys. Really? Except the modern improvements, of course. Oh, it must have cost a lot of money. It did. But I was able to obtain it. Things were simplified for me because I had served my country. The same could be done for you. What do you mean, Hugo? It's quite simple, really. You see, we are rather interested in this shop of yours. Uh-huh. We need a place where certain messages can be exchanged. A private post office, if you like. A blind for the use of your party. I suppose you could call it that. This place would be ideal. And it would mean no effort whatsoever on your part. Merely your cooperation. I would conduct my business in the normal way. Exactly. And at the same time, you would be serving your country. And that you will do, Otto. Won't you? Yes, Hugo. I will. I will serve my country. Only my country is no longer yours. I'm an American citizen. I'll do none of the things you ask me. Now leave me alone. Please go. You recognize this gentleman?
Sure. His name's Otto von Dettner.
And of course you recognize him. Jog Mr. von Dettner's memory. Tell him your name.
The name's Aiello, Joe Aiello. We did a little business in Mexico some years ago.
That's all. Wait downstairs and tell the lady to come up.
Yes, sir.
You don't give us enough credit, Otto. Did you really think a German national could buy a fake passport and entrance papers without our knowledge? Yes, I did enter the country illegally. I might have stayed on the border for a year, waiting for a quota number. I might never have got one. I couldn't wait to become an American, to start life over again. How touching. I am no more interested in your motives than the American government would be. I'll go to them. I'll explain. I'll tell them what you are trying to make me do. Really? And I'll tell them that you are blackmailing me. that you tried to sell me information for which I wouldn't pay. It will be the word of a man who bought a forged passport against mine. They will deport you, Otto.
No.
Yes. And I'll leave your reception in Berlin to your imagination. Miss Harper. You see, Otto, Miss Harper has worked for us much longer than she has for you. You know your orders, Miss Harper?
Yes, sir.
For your benefit, Otto, Miss Harper will report to me anything that seems suspicious to her. All right, Miss Harper. Good night. Surprise visits seem to be your specialty. But then you always know when I'm home. I've noticed the gentleman across the street. What is it you want now? Nothing. I felt like talking to you. I've been thinking about old times in Germany. You remember the Kleeman family? Of course. Did you know that old Kleeman is dead? No. When? About a year ago. Too bad. He was a fine man. The sad fact of the matter is, Franz Kleeman was responsible for his father's death. How? You remember Franz was becoming important in the party before you left Germany. He became even more important after you went away. And he found that his father was working in the underground movement against the government. It would have ruined his life. Franz did the only thing he could. You mean he betrayed his own father? He had no choice. When the cause is great enough, personal considerations mean nothing. What are you getting at? You forced me into the position in which Franz Kleeman found himself. Jim Sterling. What has happened to him? You can blame yourself. You shouldn't have sent him. He had an unfortunate traffic accident. He was killed.
Baron von Detner. Baron von Detner.
Yes.
Are you all right?
Go back downstairs. I'll call you when I want you.
Yes, sir.
Miss Harper,
Yes, sir.
come up here.
Yes, Baron von Detner.
He's in there.